Welcome back on this Monday morning. Amy Combs and Rachel Cato join me this morning. We're talking about Lost River Sessions. Such a great place to see some good local music. Thank you both so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Well, let's talk a little bit about who you're going to have coming up.
Yes. Well, we have the Flat River Band.
Yes.
The Flat River Band consists of three brothers in the band, and so I'm just going to read this a little bit. But they've held residences at Silver Dollar City in Branson and Dollywood, and they grew up in a multi-generational music family. So they were part of like the traveling band kind of thing.
It's like in their blood.
Yes. And so they're very focused on harmonies. They have a rich mix of bluegrass and Americana together. Their newest EP is focused in that area. And so they've opened for the Chicks. They've opened for Alison Krauss, Ricky Skaggs, Rhonda Vincent, T.G. Shepherd.
Wow.
Some big
names
like that.
there.
Yeah. So we're excited to have them. And then the openers are the Jenkins twins. So we have a whole family thing happening on Thursday.
That'll be neat.
So all the brothers.
Everybody up. I'm sure they just have such good. What's the word for it? Chemistry.
Right.
When they're up on stage because they've been doing it all their lives as a family.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes.
I think anytime you get family harmonies together, it's just better than anything.
I don't think you can
else.
beat the harmony with like family or siblings. It's just unmatched, I think.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about just being live at the Capitol. How has it been so far since you started doing it this season?
Sure.
We've had a great turnout.
Yeah.
We just started letting students get in free with an ID. So that's been awesome, just getting the college community in more.
Have you seen that kind of uptick
Yes,
with those students?
in high school too, because high schoolers have IDs as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then we do have drinks from Gasper Brewing, about to be White Squirrel Brewery, and local vineyards come in.
Yeah.
It's just an intimate setting that we really enjoy, getting to know the artists, getting to see them after the event, getting autographs,
buying
their merch.
all of that thing. And a special bonus for this coming Wednesday is I believe the Jenkins twins are going to be here for midday.
They will be here for midday.
That'll be a little
fun
preview.
perform a little bit for us, so that'll be interesting to see them in studio, which I love having music here. It's my favorite. Well, the Jenkins Twins Band, obviously you mentioned some of the great artists that they've opened for, but they themselves have a great following. I mean, I've heard of them.
Right.
And I love that we're keeping it, local, especially bringing in the brewery and, the vineyard, just kind of supporting local business on top of that.
Right. Well, and with the new downtown district, people can go out to eat, they can grab a drink or not, and then they can come to Lost River Sessions and have a little evening of good music. And so the Flat River Band has been, they've been great, and they've been great to work with, and we're super excited to see them and hear their special brand of music.
Well, you mentioned how it's such an intimate setting when those bands and musicians play at the Capitol. What makes it, so special to be able to play in a place like that? With the building in itself has such a rich history, but just having artists come in and perform there. What makes it different than performing, on an outside band or a big stage?
I think every single time that we've had a band come in or artists come in, they're overwhelmed by the intimacy, as Rachel said, of the Capitol and just the preservation that we've done of keeping it to its original roots. So,
which is rare these days.
It really is. It really is. And so the acoustics in there are great. We've got a great sound man in Jeff Petroselli, and we have some really great sponsors that have allowed this to happen this season.
And so does it ever get, boring for you guys? I mean, you have so many artists that go in there. Is it still fun every time you have a new artist play? Is it still exciting for you?
Oh,
yes,
100%. 100%. Everybody's got a different personality. Everybody kind of works things a little bit differently. People, some people have merch, some people don't. Last month, one of our openers, Spooky Fox, had air fresheners for merch, and I was like,
That's
oh my gosh,
awesome.
this is fantastic.
Never seen that before.
I know, but that's such a good idea because it's something people would actually use every day.
I know. There's one hanging from my in my car right now.
Awesome.
Thanks, Spooky.
Well, you mentioned it is Thursday, Thursday, March 16th. That's coming up. How can people get tickets?
Go ahead.
CapitolBG.org, or you can buy them at the door. Tickets are $12.50 for general admission, or like we said, students get in free if you have an ID. If you don't have an ID, it's $10.
Nope, that's nothing. Just
That's
have
right.
a good night.
That's right.
Enjoy some good singer-songwriter style kind of music.
Absolutely.
Will they sing their own music as well?
Oh, absolutely,
Yes.
100%. probably 75% of the show is
Love
their own music. So yeah,
and
you'll get to hear it.
you see a lot in shows like that, live shows where the crowd kind of asks, original, and they yell
Right.
for original songs. So that's
Yep.
awesome that they get, that platform to
Yes.
play their own music.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
100%. So yeah, so it's they'll have CDs there, and so people can talk to them. Like Rachel said, it's great to have that intimate setting and that one-on-one conversation with that artist.
Yeah. Well, thank you both so much for being here today and
Always.
telling us about it. Hope you get a good crowd on Thursday. If you're interested, all this information will be up on our website. You can get tickets at the door, and you can get in free if you have a WKU student ID. Otherwise, tickets are just $10, and it'll be this Thursday at the Capitol downtown. We'll be right back.